And we're back.
Yeah.
I'm chewing. I'm sorry.
As long as it's food and not tobacco.
Fair.
We're up. We were.
Are we up still?
No. We're online, but it's
Can you hear us
Are we
still
free?
on it?
We're live.
Can you hear us?
but
Forrest?
it's
What's up?
screen, not our.
No, we're here. We're good.
It's just being temperamental, I guess, on
We're
devices.
very good.
Twitch hates us
Yeah.
today, guys.
Apparently.
Twitch does hate us.
We
But, we're going to
apologize.
stream as much as we can. So, all right, guys. Thanks for waiting for us. Let's see where this goes. You never know. We might have to cut today's episode short just because of that. I predicted to go short for another reason, not because of streaming issues.
Damn. We had somebody follow spam.
Is that why?
I don't know,
Wonderful.
but there's multiple
Yep,
versions.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah. Well,
That's lovely.
either way, doesn't matter. We're here. We're alive. We're dealing.
Yep, let's do it. Okay, Ramanor, you almost died. You didn't.
He's not panicked by that at all.
Nope. And you're headed to the horse guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
He's next on our list of shit to do.
You guys head over to the horse guy, and he is sitting there cleaning out horse hooves, and he sees you guys coming, and he looks at you, Ramanor. He's like, "Hey, you said you wanted a rhino, right?"
I mean, kinda. Why?
I found one.
Oh, and how much would that cost?
That's 200 gold on its own.
Roman still has a bag of old gold. He'll take out
She
the
hasn't
old
given
one.
it back.
It's good enough
All
for
right,
you.
He looks at it and he says, "Oh, that's real good. Yeah, he'll take it from you." And the payment for the horses?
We dealt with the thing that you wanted us to do.
Understood. The horses are yours, and he'll bring out an extra horse and a rhino. He's like, "This is for you guys." And he's like, and as a token of goodwill, he'll hand you all stones and embed them into the saddles of each horse and the rhino. It says these will make them summonable, so you can keep them in a little pocket dimension.
That's pretty useful.
Perfect.
So you
That
just
helps
gave
a
us
lot.
horse Pokemon, is what I'm hearing?
That's what you heard.
Rapidash, I choose you.
Rhyhorn, I choose you.
We're all a bunch of nerds, folks. Is there
And
technically one for Koresh? Or no,
Yep,
because he wouldn't.
he brought out an extra one for you. Yep. And then
Well, shade.
he'll also say, remember your steeds cannot be summoned when you're in a fight. Not going to work out.
Oh, of course, I'm not gonna try and summon my rhino into a battle, even though I'm sure it'd kick more ass than some of us. Sorry, I heard that term
There's
somewhere. I decided to use
a slight eye twitch on Connor's face, but he says nothing.
it. Ramonor just used the term kick ass because he heard it somewhere. I was like, yeah, I'll use that.
Does that not mean we can ride them into a fight if we already had them beforehand?
You can, but if they die, they die.
No, that's perfectly fair. But I mean, if you want to be faster and shoot things from afar, may not
Can
be
we
that bad
put
of
them
fun.
back in their pocket dimension when we get into a battle?
You can, yes.
You just can't summon them. Okay, makes sense.
No immediate danger, anyway.
Connor's just gonna
Honorable.
be like, okay, whatever.
I mean, he looks at the rest of the group. Do we need the cart anymore? Or we kind of just need the horses.
Horses should be fine.
Horse will be fine. Just put everything on the saddlebags on the horses
Yeah,
and the rhino.
sounds like we're pretty willing to give back the cart if you want it.
Always take back extra merchandise.
We appreciate you letting us use it without payment.
Anytime. And he goes ahead and takes the cart and pushes it back into the stables.
Connor would have been taking off all the gear that they collected, like the spider fangs, poison sacks, that everything that Azurus wasn't using, and putting them on the horses.
Okay, cool.
Azurus is just gonna be like, I can settle my own horse, thank you.
Horace is gonna get onto what would be like the lightest horse, and then uses disguise self to put a mask over their face, and just say, "Hi ho, Silver."
What's that from?
It's an old story. You probably wouldn't have heard of it.
Probably not. He'll climb up on his rhinoceros.
All
And
right.
it just looks at everybody else and be like, why? Because the
Why
next
what?
thing he does, he just pulls out the orb again and just another portal.
Oh, we don't have to use that every time, do we? Come on, let's rugged right. Let's do it.
But he's fine.
Easier is
Goes
one
it,
thing,
puts
but
it
we're
away.
fucking adventurers at this point. We may as well have
As
some
you-
fun with the insanity you dragged me
As
into.
you pull out the orb, you see there's one of 3 tick marks that is glowing currently. Connor.
We're not allowed to use it for more than.
I'm just gonna look at it for a second.
He gave us limited fast travel.
Probably now. Probably just be like, fine.
Seems like
There.
riding the horse isn't as
He's gonna not even kind of just gonna think he's like, we are kind of close enough anyway to the city. Yeah, fine. Of course it is.
Romanor, are you gonna let anyone know about the tick mark?
Yeah, he's gonna tell them.
In a stroke of some intelligence, Romanor kind of looks at the tick mark. I mean, we had to cast a spell to get it the last time, right? Maybe if we cast a spell again, it'll restore?
No, we just rested and it was fine. We only used it the one time anyway, so I didn't realize. This is actually the second time in a row I'm trying it.
Well, they had to cast a spell to activate it, didn't they? Like it
No.
absorbed.
That was way back. You did. You cast a spell and absorbed it before it came out.
Romanor will just lay a
Oh.
hand on the orb and cast. What spells does he have? He's gonna cast a. Screw it. Non-detection.
What level is that?
Level 3.
Is that your highest level spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll take it.
It's a tick mark.
Goes away.
Yeah, sometimes I can be smart. So it looks like we
Not
have
that
to
anything,
recharge
huh?
it with our magic.
Yeah. Okay.
After
keep
your
that
second time,
in mind.
if that's your second time doing that, Ramanor, you know that you have to use your strongest available spell to be able to make this tick marks go away.
Luckily, Romanor's highest level spell is 3, and he's got 3 slots of them, so.
Honor has 2 level 5 spell slots, so
I think I have one level 6.
Something for us
He-
to deal with in the future. We're
He
not-
will
not
relay
gonna
that
work
to
about that
them. It
now.
has to be your strongest spell.
Well, I mean, we
In the
can all
meantime-
cast. Shouldn't be that big of a problem.
No.
Looks to
But in the
Azurus. Can
meantime,
Azurus
though-
cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an arcane trickster.
I couldn't remember.
Only has first level spells, but
That would be useful. My highest level? 1. Cast a first level spell into the orb.
okay.
It would be
Hey,
useful.
listen, whatever it is works.
Right, we
Um,
taking the horses, or are we deciding that we're
No,
gonna?
we're taking the
try-
horses. We gotta go to
Right.
Bygate.
All right, cool. Jack, I think you have some static feedback coming in.
I know, I'm fixing it right now.
Okay, cool.
Ramanor-
So as you guys,
Oh.
what do you say, Ramanor?
Ramnor will look to the horse keeper. Just a quick thing. What kind of food do I need to feed him?
He just laughs and says, "If it's meat, it'll eat it."
Yeah.
That'll work. Okay. He will lean down to the rhinoceros, like get a little closer, patting its head. I think we're gonna have a good friendship. I'll make sure you're fed a lot. And it can hear his words. It just can't respond.
Yep. You guys leave the Ironwood Forest, and you guys find yourselves riding along with Ramanor in the back at this point, because clearly the rhinoceros is the slowest one here. And you guys are riding along a lake, and you come across an outcropping that looks like that's full of dead grass. It looks like there was a city here at one point, but it is not. And you see that the city of Bygate, the nomadic city of Bygate, has disappeared. But you see a lone man standing in the center of that dead grass outcropping.
Anybody else think this is sus as fuck?
Everything is that way with us.
How the fuck are you people still alive?
Look at the power of friendship.
The
I don't
power
question
of
it anymore.
friendship.
Connor's just gonna ride up to the man slowly.
Okay, cool. You see that as an old, scraggly man just kind of sitting on a stump.
He looks similar to the
Does
Celestial.
Connor recognize the old scraggly man?
Yes.
Scraggling and
As
Connor.
Ramanor rolls up behind Connor, as and Kodresh, you can see that wherever the rhinoceros and Ramanor rolls through, the grass immediately just becomes alive again.
oh god.
As Connor comes up, hey old
Oh
man.
lord, it's the second coming of the Wild Mother.
Ramanor is a Disney princess. You cannot tell me otherwise.
I was gonna say it, except Disney isn't canon in this world.
Oh look, it's Rapunzel.
Ramanor is an Ashirma princess. Can't tell me otherwise.
Connor?
Oh man. So yeah, Connor's gonna walk up. He's pretty much gonna ride up to the old man. He's gonna look at him, bow his head a little bit. Hey old man, we got the whiskey for you.
God, I've been waiting.
Where did the city go to this time?
Somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll find them soon enough.
Yeah, about that. Bygate actually had the bar we're supposed to go to in order to find out more about the Phoenix Feather.
No, that's not Bygate, is it?
You said it was Bygate.
Let me look at the map, because now I'm confused. What's happening? Hello?
Because you said it was upper and lower, and we had to go to the upper side.
Everything has been difficulties tonight. It's okay. We're par for the course.
Where's my map? I can't find
It's
my
not the
map.
City of Lamps. You said it was Bygate.
There's another city outside, just outside the City of the Lamps. That's where you guys are currently at. I can't remember what it's called though.
Gunelbalin?
Yeah, Gunbulin. Yeah, that's the city. No, that's the City of Lamps. That's the actual name of the City of Lamps is Gunbulin.
Yeah, that's
One
it.
second.
That's the only two there. Bygate and City of Lamps.
Go a little north of the City of Lamps.
Bygate.
Bygate.
Yeah.
What's south of the City of Lamps?
Nothing.
All right, 1 second.
Watch. We're gonna have a whole new city put right there. Just because.
It just appears.
Rebuild
Just
from
appears.
floor.
I just can't even find my freaking stuff.
Are you looking for the map?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I've got it.
It's like we have a whole channel for that.
It's not
Yeah.
baffled.
Me too.
So there's Baffled is where you're supposed to be. Yeah, you're currently at Bygate. You're correct. Baffled is the city that has the border north and the border south. You are at Bygate, or at least where Bygate was. You're supposed to be going to Baffled. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's all right. We forgive you. Just this once, though.
Yeah, you're forgiven. Since Connor didn't actually have the whiskey to give to the celestial old man, he's looking to the others.
Romaner got it. It's Azurus.
Romaner's got it.
No, I said Romaner doesn't got it. It's Azurus.
Okay.
What do I have?
The
You have
bottle
the
of
whiskey.
whiskey.
Yeah, I do.
So, you went to the weary stronghold simply to procure whiskey for a madman in the woods.
A celestial madman in the woods, and we destroyed his last bottle, so he deserves a new one.
That was an accidental destruction. Remember that correctly? We did not mean to do that.
He still
There's
destroyed
a
it.
lot of accidental destruction that seems to follow you fuckers around.
The old man walks up to Az, and then he has one of Az's bottles in his hand. Says, "Thanks for this, youngin." And then he walks past Kodesh and he looks him in the eye just for a second. And as he walks past Kodesh, he just taps him on the shoulder. He says, "It wasn't your fault," and he keeps going.
Say hi to the wild mother for me.
He snickers, and then he just kind of fades away.
Horace says nothing.
Aren't you a mysterious one?
Romaner was not questioned
Yep,
for a
this is
second.
par for the course. Like legit, Connor's like, yeah, this is par for the course. All right. Off to Baffled. Might as well figure out this Phoenix Feather thing now too.
That is one hell of a trip.
Ford, is this the thing we discussed? The city that was going to be bad for Koresh to go
Yes.
to? Okay,
Yes.
he would know that, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So when we move along and when we actually get outside the gates, we're just gonna pretend that Koresh is constantly using disguise self.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Just to kind of make it a
So you
little
guys
less
get to the
obvious.
gates of the City of Lamps, and you get stopped by the guards and it says, "No mounts inside the city. You must demount and stock them here."
That's awful inconvenient.
Romanor hops off and stores his mount in the pocket dimension. All right.
Connor's just gonna look
Return!
at everybody else and be like, "You may as well do what the man says, right?"
The guard just kind of looks wide-eyed and he says, "You guys must be some powerful adventurers," and just steps aside.
Mount or not?
I'm sorry. Did we just intimidate a guard by mere factor of existing? Cause like
I mean,
I
there's
can
not a lot of
intimidate
people who will mess with
but-
me.
Connor's
He
just
As
gonna
is
looms
tap
resting
4
his
Koresh-
face alone.
As he looms
Connor's just
almost
gonna
4
tap
feet
Koresh
over
on
this
the
guard.
shoulder and just be like, "You'll get used to it at some point."
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get fucking used to it. Hell, that was fucking awesome.
So you guys walk into the city of lamps, a domed city. I've described this thousands of times, but I love describing it because it's beautiful. A domed city that seems like it's in a perpetual state of dusk. You can see that there are paper lamps sitting at the top of the city itself. That makes it kind of almost gives it like a golden hour glow all the time. You can see the skyline is lit by paper lamps of multiple shades, colors, and hues, and the city is bustling with people of all kinds.
All right, everyone, get your cameras out. It's golden hour.
So Koresh has basically changed themselves to look like a very short yet slightly built tiefling, probably sitting at around 5'3".
Wasn't Baffled the one you were worried about?
Yeah, back
Oh.
of the city he's worried about.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Nope,
Yeah.
never mind.
You're in the city of lamps. Gunbullet is the name.
Yeah, home turf.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys are just walking through the city. Connor, as you're walking by, you hear some people kind of whispering. It's like, yeah, it shows up every day, and that's it. That's all you hear.
Connor's gonna stop and just walk over to people. What's going on?
Nothing, and they just kind of turn.
All right, hold
Send
on,
the
wait.
charismatic one.
Koresh walks up and says, "Sorry, listen, I don't mean to bother you for your time, but we're actually just coming through town. We heard some rumors going about something coming in. Anything you could tell me about that?" And he's going to, if I have it, I think I do. I hope I do. I do not. Never mind. He's just gonna go and try and make a persuasion check to see if they'll stay and talk and try to give something.
Something coming in every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just roll here. It's 15.
They look at you just like, we weren't talking about anything coming in, and they just kind of turn back into themselves.
Send the big boy.
Milkman.
Huh?
He kind of like gestures over, kind of like, gives the general wafting of, "Get the fuck over here. You're apparently better at this shit than I am."
Or walks over. Yeah, can I help you?
Those two over there, they're fucking talking about something coming in every day. This one was fucking worried about it. I was trying to get answers. They won't fucking listen to me. Maybe your peppy demeanor might actually do something for them. Because apparently...
Also, Connor, just so you know, just so we can actually know what they said, yeah, it happens every day. That's the truth. No, I'm sorry.
Connor
it
would
shows
have
up
actually...
every day. Yeah, it shows up.
Connor would have told that to the guy, like, to the group.
Huh.
So see if you can get their attention, because apparently my feminine riles aren't enough today.
Huh, okay. I'll just walk up to the two. He's kind of looming over them. Actually, not kind of. He is most definitely looming over them with his size. And he's just, he'll smile. Hey, I was wondering if I could get some information from you.
What is it? What does she want?
Well, I mean, I can make it worth your while. And he pulls out a gold, not from the stolen old gold, but a regular gold. And he'll hold it up. We heard you over talking about something showing up every day. We kind of just wanted to know what's going on.
He looks at you and he says, one woman just kind of jumps to her side, and you can see Az like trying to like stick her hand in her pants, and it's like, "Get out of my face!" and they all just walk away.
Subtle lass.
Can she have advantage because he was distracting them?
And plus, I thought it would have been sleight of hand and not stealth.
Yeah, no, I rolled the wrong thing, but I'm just gonna go with it now since we've already gone with it.
All right, fair.
I broke
As
stealth
you-
and set
as-
sleight of hand.
As you were trying to stick your hand down a woman's pants, and she noticed.
I was
Really?
going for the pocket because I wanted to steal stuff.
You were
Excuse
going
you.
for some cheeks. That's what you were going for.
With that roll, you were going for some cheeks.
You saw with that roll.
You thought the dress
thought
had
there were
pockets.
back-
It
you
did not
thought
have
there were
pockets.
Like back
Course
pockets.
is, Course
That's
is
what it
gonna
was. You
look
thought
to
there was back
Az.
pockets.
As you look down, and there's 42 gold in your hand now.
Chorus is gonna look to Az, be like, real fucking subtle, lass.
I try.
Well, you could have waited until after we had actually gotten the information we were looking for. Maybe.
If it happens every day, how is it of any concern to us?
Because there's a lot of things that can happen every day. You know, fucking dragon decides to make its rounds every day. Oh, a beholder petrifies somebody every day. There's a lot of shite out here.
Romador will look for other people standing around.
You see people just kind of running around. Then it's nothing like, it's just a bustling city. You don't see anyone just standing around. You have to stop someone who talks to someone.
He'll stop someone who's not necessarily like running, but like just making a quick leisurely pace somewhere.
Okay, cool. You stop a man. What do you ask? What do you do?
Oh yeah, and he holds out the gold. I was wondering if I could get some information from you.
What is it that you might need?
I just overheard somebody talking about something's going on every day, and I just want to know what's going on. I haven't been back to the city in a while. Want to know what's
Going
new?
on every day. Nothing new here.
Insight.
This man doesn't
That's
know
a
shit
name?
either.
He's not lying to you, from what you can tell.
Okay. He just holds out the gold.
He's like, well, I didn't really give you any real information, so you keep that.
I mean, I took time out of your day. I figured you need some payment for that.
He kind of smiles and nods his head and takes the gold piece. You don't have to ask me twice, and he just walks off.
Have a good day. Mark that off my sheet.
So we literally have no information.
And we're down a
Asshole.
gold.
You know, is there anything that I would know about underground wise that would kind of give me the idea of something that would come in every day that some shady people might know about, but not
Oh,
necessarily
I have the
everyone
perfect
else?
thing for this.
Yeah, you do.
Let me check.
Is going to look around
Figure it out.
and is then going to just slip off to whatever the nearest shady tavern is she can find, wherever she's going to find the mercenaries.
All right, cool. So you slip into a pretty dodgy tavern called the Dragon's Talon. What do you do?
She's looking for anybody she recognizes.
Oh, okay. You find an old friend of yours. His name is Tinsall, and he's a tabaxi man, and he sits at the bar, just drinking some whiskey.
She's going to settle up, put some money down, just enough that he could have like a solid next few drinks. Slide it to him. Can you tell me what goes on in the city every day that someone might talk about?
This is what he says. There isn't much that goes on in this city.
Something that comes every day might make people whisper in the streets.
There's nothing that comes every day that might make people whisper in the streets as you.
Can I make an insight check?
You sure can.
Not great at these. Oh, but that was a 19.
He is not lying to you.
All right, time to track down those two people because we were.
It happens every.
Well, she said happens first. That's the first thing she said. Is there something that happens every day in the city that people might talk about? And he said no.
He said no. Yep, he's not lying to you.
player's single brain cell is bouncing around her head like the DVD logo. She shrugs. Fine. But is there anything you can tell me? Anything I should know about?
If you're asking for something that happens every day, I heard there's something going on in the city of Blaine, but that's just hearsay. Seems like there's this giant building that pops up and then just disappears. Once again, it's been happening for 9 or so months
Good enough. Thank you. Should just wander back out to her friends.
now. Right? Cool.
She probably did that all of like in like 2 minutes too, and just in, out.
Yep.
Did they even know she was gone? Should I make a stealth check for that?
Connor knows you were gone.
Ramador does not with his passive 11 perception.
That's not her best. But she comes back, and she knows Connor knows, because Connor and his stupid high perception. Connor and his Kiari level perception. I want to bet that's where he learned it from. Since he's
Orish
been to the
notices
bed.
too.
I
Passive
don't know what you're talking
perception.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, comes up. So apparently, there's an appearing and disappearing city. Sorry, not city. Building. Shows up every day in City Blades.
No, Glane.
Glane.
Glane City.
That one. What he said.
Glane. City of Blaine.
Quickly goes to notes.
It's been happening every day for the past 9 months.
Looking at the map to see where it is. Anyway, that's interesting. Don't really know where it is, but maybe something I'll look into if we ever go.
Glane. It's okay. It might take you some time to find it. It's there though. All right. So
I see it.
okay, cool. What are we doing?
Now, Connor's gonna think about this for a second and be like, yeah, I think that's on the other side of the ocean from here. So that means I think we need to get a boat.
We still need to figure out what the fuck that feather meant.
Well, we're gonna go to Baffled, so that's something that's on the. We get hit Baffled. Maybe try to see if we could get a ride from there, or if we need to go to Orsted to get a boat out towards Blaine.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not exactly the most well liked in Baffle. May or may not have pissed off a noble and then slept with his wife.
You pissed him off before you did that?
Aye, that I did.
That's what you hear from Az. Just
Big sigh.
So, I can't necessarily be seen.
don't you have magic for that?
Exactly, which is why I'm probably gonna have to come up with another name when we get there, because everybody knows about Cornish down there. So, for the time being, you call me Scylla, and actually, for it, I'm gonna ask you something. One second. Sorry.
You send me a direct message?
No, I put it in the Zoom chat.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So they're gonna sit there, and after they say Scylla, you see this Triton woman start to form. The scales go from a green to a stark blue. The hair kind of changes. Well, there is no hair, but the hair turns into this like almost seaweed green. That kind of goes down just past the shoulders. Rather voluptuous. And just seems overall a bit more fun than what the normal Koresh would probably be. Right. So Scylla will be my name for the time being.
You got it,
If anybody,
Krish.
anybody says anything about me, you don't know me, you've never seen me. In fact, you're probably sure I'm dead. All right? Besides, I'm pretty sure the more I keep talking, I am going to end up dead.
And if not by anyone else, by me.
Probably by us.
It's not very nice,
Yeah.
as
When have I ever been nice?
you can work at being nice.
Connor, being the
Thank you.
smartass that he is, would actually say, in this timeline or the other timeline?
I should just smack him upside the head.
Find out.
But Connor's just gonna nod to both of them, and he's just gonna be like, "All right, well, regardless of what, we still need to go to battle because phoenix feathers are pretty rare, and the fact that it kind of had us, yeah, we kind of had one, and it kind of told us to go to Baffle to that inn. I'm sorry, to the
Plus the
tavern,
fucking letter,
plus the letter. Yes.
which
May as
I
well find
honestly
out
forget
the
what
hell
it
is.
says, so I feel bad.
It's like follow the path of the feathers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's, I think, where we should go next, because I don't think there's anything else here.
What about the disappearing tower? Seems like fun. Sounds like
What do you mean?
money.
You mean
So
the
the two
disappearing
choices.
town?
The two choices are the tower and the phoenix feather. Now listen, I know I'm new to the group and I don't necessarily need to fucking impose my shite on you people. But it's up to you. I'll leave it up to your hands.
Koresh, you're part of the group now. You like it or not, you are part of this. So, what is your opinion on the matter?
Goody. Considering it's telling me to go back to a town that absolutely wants to hang me from a building or burn me at a stake, or perhaps cut my head off with a guillotine, but it's telling me to go there for a specific reason and they gave me a phoenix feather, I think might be a bit more pressing, especially if it's somebody who's looking for me, and extension, since you're with me, they'd be looking for you as well. Better to get all of the excess baggage off of our backs before we go and move on to whatever it is we do next. Now, if you are willing to deal with the possibility of motherfuckers dragging our asses to a prison, that's
It won't be
fine
the
by me.
first time I actually sit in the backside of a prison cell, so
Wouldn't be the first for me either, but unlike you, I'm not very keen to go back.
See, I don't usually get cold. Can't relate.
So she'll be the one getting us out if we get caught. That's what I'm hearing. All right then. So baffled it is. Everybody else okay with this?
Yeah, it's fine with me. I don't have any problems
Time to
going
go to
anywhere
Phoenix
that I
Feathers.
know of.
Time to go look for
Alrighty.
some bloody phoenix feathers.
All right, cool. So you guys go ahead and leave the city of Lamps, and again, you walk on this like basically stone skywalk way that leads you down to the city of Baffled. If you were to keep going straight, you'd be heading towards the lost city of Necromancy, lost hive of Necromancy. I'm sorry. And then from there, uh, you guys come to these gates that seem almost wrecked. Again, broken stone and things like that, and you find yourself at a city that is a slum almost, and you can see in the far distance that there is a clear dividing wall in between the northern and the southern side of town, and you guys walk into the border south.
I remember this place.
Hey, it's a real fucking shithole.
Yeah, Connor's never really been this far south. He's mainly been up north, where
You
the
are
city's
in the
actually
north.
been.
You're in the northern end of town, but they call this one the border south. The southern end of town is actually the nicer end of town, but they call this one the border south, which makes it a little kind of hard to understand. Why don't you call this one the border north?
Because it's size
Well,
of slums.
she pokes Koresh in the back of the head. Oh, the other one meeting. Neat.
All right, give me a perception check.
Right. Who's making a perception check?
Koresh.
Of course.
Okay. That's a 24.
You see a picture frame behind the bar that has a phoenix feather.
Now that's interesting. And Koresh, or Scylla, is going to walk up to the bar itself, just kind of keeping a look around wary. Is there any guards from that role that I can see that are like in the tavern itself? Any kind of somebody that would be looking necessarily for him?
No, you notice this place is you remember that this side of town is severely underpoliced.
Right. Then Koresh is going to. Yeah, Koresh is just going to snap fingers and immediately shift back into what would equate to their normal body, and they walk up to the tavern and to the bar, and pardon me,
He stops and he says, "Kodesh, is that you, you cheeky bastard?"
well, shite, been a fucking while, hasn't it?
He looks at you and he says, "Indeed, it has."
So I received a message with one of those strapped to it, and something tells me it's not by chance that I ended up coming back here.
He
What
looks
do
at
you
you
got
and says,
for me?
"I've been told that they want you and they're offering a hefty price. Why shouldn't I turn you over?"
Ramonor steps up behind him.
See,
So that's why I
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
turn you
level.
over.
I'm gonna lever with you. If we're doing an intimidation check, wait till Koresh says this because man's will take an intimidation check with a plus 12. Uh, so listen, how many people came running through this tavern on several weary nights and decided to drain you dry of your coin? And do we remember who it was that stopped that all from happening?
He looks at you and he says, "Okay, just this one. What are you looking for?"
Any information you have about that feather and where there may be others like it?
He looks back at the picture frame. He's like, "There's a picture of my family there. I don't know where that feather came from."
Shite. Has there been anybody strange who come in? Anybody asking about me specifically outside of the regular hustle and bustle of the guard?
He like reaches and grabs the feather and hands it to you. He's like, "I have no idea. Here, you take this thing. I'm gonna replace this back with this."
Much obliged. And he puts down, let me see how much coin he actually does have. Da, 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 da. Okay, he's going to put down about 5 gold. Just set it on the counter and slide it forward.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you for your time and your troubles. And he goes to inspect this bloody feather.
All right, cool. Are you going back to your entire team to inspect it?
Yeah, he's gonna go back to the team. Well, we have another one of these.
Connor, you know what I'm about to say. You can smell burning feather in the air.
Of course I am.
This feather bursts into flames again, and this time you see almost like a snowy, mountainous range. And then underneath it, it says, "Find the crags, and you will find me."
Find the crags and you'll find me.
Ramonor stayed at the bar.
Okay.
Anybody got an idea what this means?
Az is just sitting off to the side, being edgy like always.
Edge Queen.
Edge
I
queen.
can hear some My Chemical Romance in your future.
Now I feel like we need to make this canon.
Starts
No,
with
it's a
My
bard.
Chemical Romance in our thing.
Listen, I guarantee you there's a bard troop out there. They wear really weird fucking hair. Just don't mind them. So,
Connor would actually be thinking, like, where would be the crags of ice and snow?
Give me a history check.
$13.
They're south. You know that much. Gotta keep going south.
It's south of us.
Anybody else want to give us a history check? Ramonor, you want to be our clutch history
Oh
check?
my
again?
God.
Here it is,
Secretly, Ramonor is
boys.
the smartest person in the entire.
It's a 13.
Somehow he's got a +0 to intelligence. And still, I have a +2. I think I'm the smartest one in the group, and I cannot roll well. I'll give it a try.
the smartest one in the group that gets angry at everybody at the slightest drop of a hat.
Yes.
Yeah, practically.
Believe it or not, she's also got a decent wisdom. Oh, I finally rolled nice. That was a dirty 20.
You think of the Nargathid Crag, which is far south.
She's gonna think that at Connor.
And the moment that she does, Connor just kind of like just wonders why. It's like, great. I know nothing past the city of lamps. This is going to be completely unknown territory for me. Wonderful.
You want company. And she's thinking that at him.
Are you still up at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing at the bar?
So he's going to order, if I remember correctly, his favorite drink was rum.
Yeah.
He's going to order a rum. He's going to order an ale. Actually, he's going to order 2 ales, and then he's going to order a milk.
Okay, cool. You go back to your table.
Mm-hmm. And he
Alright, cool.
sets the respective drinks in front of the other people in the group.
All right, cool. Right there, as you guys start deliberating, and this is why I said this is a short episode. So right there, as you guys start deliberating, you guys see a man come and sit at the table with all of you. What can your divine sense tell, Ramanor?
Divine sense. Hold on. Give me just a moment.
I think it's like fiends, undead, and
Detect
celestial.
good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or another location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. So, celestial, fiend, and dead.
This doesn't light off anything for you. But this person sits there with you, and he looks and he says, "I'm ready for my payment."
Payment? What payment?
I don't recall owing anybody any money.
He looks at you and he says, "Everything today has gone your way." He looks to as your Shirosa. You almost fumbled the bag trying to pickpocket this woman, yet a whole bag of gold showed up in your hand. Ramanor, let's just say you didn't die today. Connor, you had a very easy time using your brass bowl. And you, Koresh, why do you think the guards aren't here? Where's my payment?
Payment only possibly if you explain, because I can't decide if I want to stab you right off the bat.
That's the first
Or
time where
like
I'm
you.
going to agree with her.
Quick thing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Where is this? Ramanor, getting a sense that this may be a fey creature. He's going to channel divinity, present his holy symbol, and each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of me that can hear me must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Natural 20.
Natural what?
Natural 20.
Ramadar just got hit.
Okay, well there goes my channel.
You said natural what?
Pretty
You want
much,
natural hua? Connor's actually just gonna look at the man.
Your spell does take purchase in this thing's mind. You do know that you are affecting it, but it doesn't take complete hold. Now that you're done, can we discuss payment?
And what
Connor's
the
gonna
fuck would
look
you
at the
want?
man and just be
Again,
like, "What payment do you want?"
He looks to Azure. Azure Sirosa. From you, I want your last breath. Kodesh, from you, I want your face. Connor, from you, I want your gumption. And from you, Ramanor, I want your happiness.
Ain't gonna happen.
How about fucking no, and also no?
Mental message to Connor. He's a fey. He doesn't belong here.
Don't
You
say
have banishment,
your
don't
fucking
you?
names.
Puts, and yes, I have it on right now. I don't feel like turning it off. Her sunblade on the table in front of them. It's not on, just the hilt, and she's holding it. Stares at this man's. Just, I want my name off your lips, and you will get nothing out of me.
You agree? I will leave you alone.
And if we don't,
Connor.
Connor's just gonna look at the man for a second, and then he's gonna say, "The answer will be no." Then he's gonna cast banishment.
Do I have to make a save?
He has to make a charisma save.
Okay, and what's the save?
16.
It meets it beats, right?
Yeah.
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 Right.
You can see him stand there, and then like he kind of like phases in and out for a second, and he's like holding his face and says, "That's your second try."
See, no, I don't think you understand. See, I don't give a shite who you are. I don't know how the fuck you got my name.
He pulls out a book, and he lays it open on the table, and he says, "Kodesh Bahamut, defaulted." And then he looks at Azure Sirosa, defaulted. He looks over at Connor Gloomhand, defaulted. And he looks over at Ramahar Ironwood. That's not your name yet. Why do we have that? Defaulted. And he closes the book and says, "You defaulted on your payment."
There
Connor's
was
gonna
no
look at him,
fucking deal.
and he'd be like,
I'm
Who the
sorry,
hell
aren't
are
the
you?
face supposed to actually say what the fuck they're gonna do before they fucking do it? I think there's some fucking mystical law on that shite. So do us a favor and actually give us an explanation other than you being creepy as shite and looking like my Uncle Touchy.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are there any open flames in this room?
There is one.
Like
actually.
torches or like a fireplace?
There's a candle on the counter. That is it.
Hold on.
Connor still asks, who the hell is he?
He says, "Now that, my friend, cannot be given to you.
She mage hands. Okay.
If you choose to pay, we can leave now."
And if we were to, let us say, pay, and where would we be going?
You would be going nowhere. All you would have to do is say yes.
You're taking my fucking face. I hardly think that means a proper payment. You gave us 40 gold and you expect me to rip my fucking flesh off my body.
For the rest of the day, everything will go your way.
Yeah, cool. For the rest of the day, I don't give a jack shite.
I don't
I'm
need
going
luck.
on with the rest of my goddamn life.
And Ramanor will
As?
ready his
Hold
warhammer.
up.
Okay,
As will using her invisible mage hand, because she can do that as an arcane trickster, make it invisible. She's gonna bring the candle over to the table, and then she's gonna use control flames to burn the book. If I can.
you can. You want to burn the book?
If I
Claire knows this may not be the smartest thing, but the as in my head wants to burn the book.
Okay, cool. So the book goes up in flames, and he just looks at the book until it's completely reduced to ash, and then just another one pops into his hand. So, who do you think I am? You think I don't have other books?
She just smiled. She's like, I knew there was probably something, but it certainly felt good.
As yours.
I think that's what's important.
I would like your last breath.
And what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
See, the thing is,
You want our face?
I don't play. It's just shuts them up. Just is. I don't know when that's going to. Thing is, I don't know when that's going to be, and I don't plan on it being anytime soon until I finish what I've set out to do.
That is perfectly fine. I don't have you dying here for quite some time, but I would like your last breath.
And what do you want to do with it?
Safekeeping.
I want to make sure that I go wherever I end up in the afterlife.
That is perfectly fine. You will be under no servitude of anyone if I take your last breath.
Little good luck goes a long way. You may have it.
He opens his book and he takes a green stamp and you see paid in full. As your Shirosa marked down on your character sheet, from now on you only get 2 death rates.
Oh joy!
Is it like
you can?
Don't let me die, guys.
You feel something leave through your throat as you're unable to talk for longer than for about 5 seconds. You can see kind of a wisp of almost opaque air leave your mouth and enter into a bottle. He clamps it shut and sits into a back pocket.
So now I just have.
Should you ever want to find this last breath, maybe we can work something out. And he shoves it into his back pocket.
Don't worry. Now you've just given me more spite to live off of.
And what's keeping me from, say, planting a warhammer in your face right now?
Nothing. You could kill me right now if you wanted to. You're quite strong, Romano.
And what do you need my happiness for?
Just like her last breath, safekeeping.
Who are you keeping it safe from?
That you need to know.
I like my face where the fuck it is. You can do yourself a favor and shove anything you got to say straight up your fucking ass.
And defaulting on my payment, what exactly does that mean?
We'll have to send the collectors after you.
Oh, so you're one of those scam shites, huh?
Can I see where I have agreed to the terms here? Anywhere? Is there a contract that you had me sign?
This is more like a non-verbal agreement.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Fuck yourself.
Connor's legit listening to all this. He's just gonna look at him for a minute and just be like, and when did we ever meet to remotely agree with this?
Wished everything would be gone better for you. I granted that wish.
I
So,
didn't wish that.
did your people do some shite and now I'm being stuck paying for it? Because, god damn it.
Well, if you don't want to pay, I can leave. As you're a Sirosa, you've been paid in full. You can see him scratch out your name in his book.
See, the problem is I didn't wish for anything. So I don't see how I owe you anything.
Understood. And he clamps it shut.
Connor's gonna close his eyes for a bit. Think really hard. And then he's just going to have one other question before he gives a definitive answer. Is there a way for us to regain our payments from you?
There are always ways to regain payments. You have to find me first, obviously, but from there we can work something out, whether it is a new kind of payment, or a favor, or an all-out brawl. Whatever you choose.
These collectors. What does that entail?
They come like a thief in the night. They prowl around like roaring lions. They're quite scary, actually. I don't really like them. I like these kind of exchanges. What is it that you would choose?
If I agree, when do you take it?
Now,
Connor looks to the other two who haven't agreed yet. The way I see it, we don't need somebody else on our ass. We already have enough people coming after us or wanting us dead. Practically. He looks to the Fae and he kind of glares. And he just says, I don't like you. I really don't. But I'll agree to the terms mainly because we don't need somebody coming after us again. So you could have my gumption for now.
he looks at
But
you.
I know
I
that
don't
we
like
will
that. Don't
find
like
you.
He looks at you and he smiles and he says, "Good, good. Thank you."
Panic.
He just kind of waves his hand in front of your face, and you feel as though like there's something inside of you that you're not able to speak as well or as clearly, and you can feel it so as though that like you aren't able to form thoughts on the tip of your tongue like you used to. You're gonna take a -2 to your charisma score.
Bringing you down to a what?
He had a 10. That brings it down to an 8.
You're worse than
Why?
Az now.
So let me ask you one last thing before I decide if and when. What's gonna happen to me if I say yes? And I don't mean all the good cushy stuff. I mean the shite that's gonna fuck me.
Going to have to find out now, aren't we?
My face is a valued commodity. Where's my payment for that?
Come find me.
I'll take your collectors. He just sits back, glaring.
Raminor.
So, I think you might have a problem taking my happiness.
He looks at you and he chuckles. He says, "I think so too."
Well, see, the problem is nature is my happiness. So either you're taking all of nature out of existence, or you remove my happiness ability, which is... I'm sorry, I can't stand the thought of not being happy in nature, so I'm gonna have to decline. And he swings his warhammer at his face.
Ooh, okay, cool. Give me an attack roll.
Go, Robinor! I approve.
Oh no.
As the Azami approves.
Still to the Connor.
Violence.
18 to hit.
Always the violence.
Second.
Also, following this action, I think Koresh is gonna let fly a decent thwack with a rapier.
You said 16 to hit,
18 to hit.
18 to hit. Okay, cool. That hits.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I need everyone to roll. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, give me 1 second. I got to add some numbers up here. 1 plus.
I should have actually said something earlier about this, but whatever. Because Connor
14.
has that ability. Connor has Vigilant Blessing.
Watch us all fucking die in our 10th episode, where we all end up re-rolling new characters, and it's the reincarnated versions of these ones.
Connor got 5.
I'm gonna toss a 3rd level Divine Smite on that.
Sure.
Unk. Death. Please. Please.
That's an extra 26 radiant damage.
How much is that all together?
That's 6,
32.
32.
32 damage. Okay, cool. So you swing your hammer. You have your hammer on top of the table, and without even really moving too much of the muscle, you grip the hammer so hard that it just swings on the table, kind of like a pivot. It pivots right into the chest of this Fae, knocking it out of its seat. And you get up and you see that this Fae has a very beautiful look. Actually, it's like such a gracious look, and it stands up and it brings its shoulders high and it stands looking at you with its 2 hands open below its chest and opens towards you and says, "If this is what you like, then we'll go." Did you guys already roll initiative?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Quick thing, you guys do need to add some to your initiative. Where's
All
my
right.
auras?
Well,
So it's a +4 to each of your initiative rolls. So,
Okay, so that means 18 for
I
me.
can't lie. I can't lie about this. I have a natural 20 for initiative, just so y'all know. That's what we're going to end our episode for today.
Oh shit.
okay.
Rude.
Oh no.
Rude.
Of course.
Rude.
Of course it is.
God, I wasn't even gonna hit him yet, but you know what? Koresh has got a rapier with a whole bunch of psychic blades waiting for him.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being here. If you're still here, we've got our Discord server that's officially live. You can catch the link to that everywhere. We have our TikTok. We have our Instagram. You'll be able to see lots of really great things. For people who are a part of our Discord server, jump into our Discord voice chat. We're actually going to be having our Talk Back show for the first time right after we're done streaming this. I'm really happy that you guys are here. I'm sure they all hate me right now. But yeah, I'm really happy that you guys are here. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Yeah, thanks so much for being here, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye,
Later,
people.
everybody.
Pray for us.
Huh.